So, hello everybody. Uh, I hope we are meeting after a very long time. Yes, sir. Uh, Today, the main purpose of our meeting is, as many of you are asking regarding time value of money revision. That is simple interest, compound interest, and annuity revision. So I thought, why not? Let's go ahead and let's try to revise the simple interest, compound interest, and annuity, right? So, my dear friends, uh, it will take around 3 to 4 sessions for me to completely revise TVM. So today is the day where we are starting. For the next 3 sessions, I'll complete the revision. That is next 3 days, I'll complete the revision and uploading will also be done. So I hope it's fine for you to go ahead and watch at your own comfort. Okay. And the notes I'm pinning below. You can go to the description and you can download that. Chalo, my dear friends, without any further delay, without any further nonsense, let's go at addition level. For CS students, it has a weightage of around 13 marks. Okay. So I hope you won't take any, I hope you won't take any risk to leave this chapter. And my dear friends, let me tell you, it's one of the most simple chapter. Since it's a revision class, I'll make sure that I'll keep it as a revision itself. Okay, so that your time will be saved and exams are also near. So my dear friends, in time value of money, total 2 things we are going to study. So what are the 2 things what we are going to study? The first thing what we are going to study is regarding interest calculation, and few other concepts. Okay. Now, some of you will ask me, sir, is it relevant for May 2024 or not? My dear friend, this time value of money is relevant throughout your life. Okay. Whenever you study, it is relevant for you. Okay. So you need not think whether it's relevant or not for you. Okay. Now, coming to the questions, I'll cover some of the important questions which I've handpicked. So don't think about that. Now, coming to the interest calculations. Now, what is this time value of money? Time value of money simply says that money possesses time value. If you take money for the long period of time, the money increases. If you take because you need to pay interest on. Okay, that is simple thing regarding this time value of money. Okay. Now, in interest calculations, my dear friends, we have 2 types of interest calculations. The first one is simple interest calculation. Simple interest. And the next one is compound interest calculation. So these are the 2 things what we have in our syllabus regarding the interest calculations and the difference between simple interest and compound interest. So in this session, my complete focus will be only and only on simple interest. Okay. So let's go ahead and let's focus only on one thing called as simple interest. Now, what is the simple interest and all those things? Before starting with simple interest, I want to make one point clear. Say, for example, my dear friends, there's a person called as Sonu. Sonu went to a bank, and in this bank, our friend Sonu has deposited 1 lakh rupees. How much amount he deposited? He have deposited something called as 1 lakh rupees. So for how much time the Sonu deposited this 1 lakh rupees? So, and the interest at which he has deposited is 15% rate. At 15% rate of interest he deposited. So can you tell me, my dear friends, what is going to be the interest amount? Obviously, sir, 15% on 1 lakh will be 15,000 rupees, right? I hope you all agree with this fact. Now, Sonu deposited 1 lakh rupees. He got 15,000 rupees. Can you tell me how much final amount what he'll get? Obviously, sir, he'll get 1,15,000 rupees. Sir, why are you telling all these things? Simple, my dear friends. This 1 lakh rupees what you deposited is called as principal. This 15,000 what is there? That is nothing but it's your interest amount. So simply can I say, my dear friends, accumulated amount will be equals to principal plus interest. A refers to accumulated amount, P refers to principal, and I refers to interest. Fine, sir. I hope this point is clear. The value of accumulated amount will be equal to principal plus interest. Okay. Say, for example, in a bank, you have deposited 10,000 rupees and you got interest of amount will be principal plus interest, that is 13,000. Okay. Now, in a bank, you have deposited certain sum of money and you got 15,000 rupees as accumulated amount in future. And you have seen that interest amount what you have received is 2,000. Then can you tell me, my dear friends, what is the principal? Simple, sir. What is the accumulated amount, principal plus interest? I'll take interest to the left side. So accumulated amount minus interest will give you principal. So accumulated amount minus interest will give you principal. So I'll simply say 15,000 minus 12,000 is equals to 3,000. So 15,000 minus 2,000 is equal to 13,000. So I hope this point is clear, everybody. So first formula is accumulated amount is equal to principal plus interest. Second formula is accumulated amount minus interest is equal to principal. Sir, can I make interest as subject in this formula? Yes, I can make interest as subject in this formula. Say for example, Ramu Kaka. Ramu Kaka accumulated amount, he got it as 15,000. When I asked Ramu Kaka, how much you invested? Ramu Kaka said he invested 10,000. So how much would be the interest he would have earned? Interest would be, sir, he invested 10,000. He got 15,000. Chinnu sum. He got 5,000 rupees interest. So can I say interest will be accumulated amount minus principal? Game over. Simple. Okay. So my dear friends, three set of formulas. First one, accumulated amount is equal to principal plus interest. Accumulated amount minus interest is equal to principal. Accumulated amount minus principal is equals to interest. Okay. So before starting simple interest, I hope it is required for me to tell these three things. Now, sir, okay, sir, we understood this interest amount. It's fine. What is this interest rate, sir? What the hell is this interest rate? Okay, my dear friends, let me tell you what the hell is this interest rate. My dear friends, always remember, whenever you deposit in the bank, they don't know how much amount of money you are going to deposit. You may deposit 10,000, you may deposit 1 lakh. If you are rich, you will deposit 1 crore. So what they'll do, they'll not say for each and every amount how much interest they are going to give. So they'll just go ahead and they'll tell you something called as rate of interest. Rate of interest. Sir, they'll tell this is the interest rate, sir. Like say, for example, you go and deposit in a bank, they said you, they are going to give you 10% interest. Okay. So what is the rate of interest? 10%. Simple. If you invest 1 lakh rupees, on that 1 lakh, you will get 10%. If you invest 10 lakh rupees, on that 10 lakh, you will get 10%. If you invest 1 crore rupees, on that 1 crore, you will get 10% interest. So rate of interest, my dear friends, it will always calculated on principal. Calculated on principal. Now, sometimes rate will be missing. How will you compute the rate? Rate is always computed in percentage. The rate will simply be interest for first year. Interest for first year whole divided by principal into 100. Or else I'll say interest for first year. In case of compound interest, this will show more relevance. But in simple interest, you can take interest for any year. My dear friends, in simple interest, I did not take interest for first year. In simple interest, rate of interest will be interest for any year. Interest for any year whole divided by principal. Be careful. Interest for any 1 year you take. Okay. Don't take interest for 5 years and do divided by principal. You will become biscuit. Interest for 1 year whole divided by principal into 100 will give you simple interest. Simple. Yes. This is for simple interest. If you want to compute rate, rate of interest in simple interest, the formula will be simply interest for any year divided by principal. Like say, for example, in the example what I am dealing, rate of interest is missing. How will I compute? 15,000 divided by 1 lakh into 100, 15%. Here, rate of interest will be 3,000 divided by 10,000 into 100, which is equal to 30%. Here, my dear friends, 2,000 divided by 15,000 into 100. So it will simply be 13.33%. Fine. Here, 5,000 divided by 10,000 into 100 will simply be 50%. Interest for any year divided by principal into 100. So I hope all these basics are clear, my dear friends. How to compute rate, how to compute principal, how to compute accumulated amount, how to compute interest. Now, since we understood all these things, I hope now we are eligible to calculate something called as simple interest. Let's go ahead and let's calculate simple interest. All these are basics. Now let's calculate, my dear friends, something called as simple interest. Now, how shall we calculate simple interest? Now, first, what is the simple interest? Simple interest is something which is denoted by symbol S dot I. Okay, simple interest is something which is denoted by S dot I. Now, what is the simple interest? Simple interest means, my dear friends, interest is calculated only on principal. If interest is calculated only on principal, we call it as simple interest. Okay. And I will say interest will remain same every year. Interest will remain same every year unless and until principal changes. If question says principal is changing, then interest will also change. Interest will remain every year. I'll say interest is simply constant every year. Now, you know what progression will be constant? Arithmetic progression or geometric progression? Arithmetic progression will be constant every time. So I will say simple interest, it is something which follows arithmetic progression. Okay. Let me explain you with the help of an example, my dear friends. Say, for example, Ramu Kaka is there. Ramu Kaka went to bank and he invested 10,000 rupees. How much he invested? 10,000 rupees. The rate of interest is 10% and time period is 3 years. Now, can you tell me how much Ramu Kaka will get after 3 years? Simply, sir, for the first year, let's check. For the first year, he'll get 10%, sir. So what is 10,000 into 10%? 10,000 into 10%. Simply, it is going to be 1,000. Simple, easy. Sir, what about second year, sir? Second year used as fellow. Second year also it will remain same because it is simple interest. 1,000. Sir, what about third year, sir? Third year also it is same, my dear friend. 1,000. So invested 10,000. First year he got 1,000. Second year he got 1,000. Third year he got 1,000. So for 3 years, how much interest he got? For 3 years, this beautiful fellow got an interest of 3,000 rupees. Our handsome Ramu Kaka got an interest of 3,000 rupees. He invested 10,000. He got interest of 3,000. So, can you tell me what is accumulated amount? Accumulated amount is 13,000, my dear friends. Principal is 10,000. Time period is 3 years. Interest is 3,000. Accumulated amount is 13,000. Okay. So, I hope all the computations are clear. Sir, should we do this for each and every sum? No, beta, not required. I'll give you formula. No, why you are thinking in simple interest? Accumulated amount will be equals to principal plus interest. That is equals to principal plus. Sir, what about simple interest formula? Simple interest formula will be Peter by 100. What is the formula? Peter by 100. PTR. Peter by 100. So it will simply be PTR by 100. Take P common. What is the formula? 1 plus TR by 100. So simple interest formula is Peter by 100. Accumulated amount formula is 1 plus TR by 100. Okay. So I hope the basic point is clear, everybody. In simple interest, accumulated amount is equals to P into 1 plus TR by 100. Simple interest is equals to PTR by 100. Sir, one last example. After this, we'll start with the sums. Okay. Example. Mohit is there. My cute little friend Mohit is there. Mohit invested 1 lakh rupees. He invested at a rate of 12%. And he invested for the time period of 3 years. I need to compute simple interest. I need to compute accumulated amount. So, sir, what will be the simple interest? Simple interest will be Peter by 100. P is principal. T is time period. Rate of interest is 12. Whole divided by 100. 1 lakh into 3 into 12 by 100. Let's check. 1 lakh into 3 into 12. Whole divided by 100. It is simply equals to 36,000. Sir, then what is accumulated amount? Principal plus interest. Principal is 1 lakh. Interest is 36,000. So what is 1 lakh plus 36,000? 1 lakh 36,000. So chumma, very simple. Yes, that's simple. There is nothing much difficulty. Easily we understood simple interest concept, right? So what is simple interest formula? PTR by 100. What is accumulated amount formula? P into 1 plus TR by 100. Okay, be careful. Now, my dear friends, there are few sums which I have handpicked. Somewhere around 16 sums are there which I have handpicked. Let me go ahead and let me complete it. Okay, so that it will be simple for you in the examination. Now, question number 1. First, read the question, pause the video, solve the sum by yourself, then check your answer. Then it will be more helpful for you, my dear friends. Okay, so if you're not getting the answer, you can refer to the video and you can understand the answer. Couple deposited some amount in a bank for 7.5 years. 7.5 years. So time period, my dear friends, is 7.5. Rate is 6%. R is equal to 6%. Couple received 1 lakh at the end of the term. My dear friends, at the end he received 1,01,500. Something what you receive in future is accumulated amount. Something what you deposit today is principal. So this is your accumulated amount. Compute initial deposit. He's asking you to compute principal. Okay. So my dear friends, accumulated amount is given as 1,01,500. Time period is given as 7.5 years. Rate of interest is given as 6%. So let us go ahead and let us calculate principal. Yes, sir, let's calculate. Question number 1. Now, my dear friends, I hope you remember accumulated amount formula. What is accumulated amount formula? P into 1 plus TR by 100. So 1 lakh 1,500 is equals to P into 1 plus T into R. What is 7.5 into 6? 7.5 into 6. 45. My dear friends, already it is divided by 100, right? So don't do 7.5 into 6%. Some of you will make a mistake here. Don't do that. Because already it is divided by 100, no need to apply percentage. So 1,01,500 is equals to P into 1 plus 0.45. So 1,01,500 is equals to 1.45 P. So let's do cross multiplication. P is equals to 1,01,500 divided by 1.45. Sorry, 1,01,500 divided by 1.45. So what is simple interest, my dear? Sorry, what is principal, my dear friends? Principal is simply equals to 70,000. Okay. Principal is simply equal to 70,000. So I hope the point is clear. Yes, sir. Next. Question number 2. How much investment principal is required to yield an annual income, simple interest of 720 at 7% per annum? Okay. This person requires interest every year of 420 rupees. Now, my dear friends, you can solve it in 2 different ways. Either you can apply trick what I'll tell you. Sir, what is the trick here? Interest upon first year divided by principal will give you rate of interest, right? Interest for first year or interest for any year divided by principal will give you rate of interest. What happens if I do cross multiplication? Interest divided by R percentage is equals to P. What is the interest here? 420 whole divided by 7%. Directly in the calculator, you do 420 divided by 7. Percentage symbol, if you press, you will get 6,000. So you need not do all these calculations in the examination, my dear friends. Directly 420 by 7% will give you the answer. Is that trick? Sir, what is the process? Process is simple. Take PTR is equal to 420. P we don't know. Time period is 1 year. Rate of interest is 7%. Apply in the formula, you'll get the answer. Simple? Yes, sir, simple. Next. Question number 3. 8,000 becomes 10,000 in 2 years at a simple interest. Okay. The amount that will become 6,875 in 3 years at the same rate of interest is telling. Okay, sir. Simple. Let's see what is telling. Question number 3. 8,000 principal. It becomes 10,000 accumulated amount in 3 years. Right? That's what he said. 8,000 becomes 10,000 in 2 years, sir. Not 3 years, sorry, 2 years. 2 years. Accumulated amount is 10,000. Principal is 8,000, my dear friends. Then can you tell me what is simple interest? Simple interest will be accumulated amount minus principal. So it will be 10,000 minus 8,000, which is equals to 2,000. My dear friends, to calculate simple interest, we require P, we require T, we require R. In the question, P is given 8,000, T is given 2 years. What is missing? R is missing. So what I'll calculate first? I'll calculate R. What is the formula for simple interest? PTR divided by 100. Simple interest is 2,000. Principal is 8,000. Time period is 2 years. Rate of interest is R, whole divided by 100. Can I cancel 2 zeros, 2 zeros? Yes, sir. 2,000 is equals to 160 R. So R is equals to 2,000 divided by 160. So how much you will get? Simply you will get 12.5%. Or else you can even do like this. What is the interest for 1 year? 2,000 is interest for 2 years. Interest for 1 year is 1,000. Divided by principal, 8,000 into 100. That is shortcut. Interest for 1 year divided by principal into 100. Interest for 2 years is 2,000. For 1 year, it will be 1,000. 1,000 divided by 8,000 into 100. Even that shortcut you can apply. Since I showed you it in the previous sum, I'm not showing the trick here again. So that some people who don't know the process, they'll know the process also. So how will you get the trick? Interest for 1 year. For 2 years, interest is 2,000. So for 1 year, interest is 1,000. Divided by principal into 100. 1,000 divided by 8,000 into 100. Simply, you'll get 12.5%. If you don't multiply with 100, you will get 0.125, which is same as 12.5%. Next, what is telling? The amount that will become 6,875 in 3 years. Amount that will become 6,875 in 3 years. Amount that will become 6,875 in 3 years. This is first part. Now what I'm doing is second part. Amount that becomes 6,875 accumulated amount. Time period 3 years. Rate of interest 12.5% is simply asking you to calculate principal. Okay. Now, my dear friends, you can either do option verification. That's your choice. Principal is already given in the options. You can do option verification or you can solve the sum. That's totally up to you. Let me solve the sum. Accumulated amount is equals to P into 1 plus TR by 100. 6,875 is equals to P into 1 plus 3 into 12.5 divided by 100. So 6875 is equals to P into 3 into 12.5 whole divided by 100, 0.375. 1 plus 0.375. 6875 is equals to 1.375p. So therefore, what is the value of p? 6875 divided by 1.375. Principal will simply be 5,000. Sir, I don't want this much headache. I'll simply do option verification. Do it. There is no issue. Your life, your choice, your rules. 5,000. Sir, 5,000. Next, question number 4, very important. Many previous year questions are there on this. 5-6 questions are there. Unfortunately, I could give only one question. I'll solve an example as one more question, my dear friends. Okay. A certain sum of money amounts to 6,300 in 2 years and 7,875 in 3 years, 9 months. My dear friends, 12 months have 1 year, right? Can you tell me how much 9 months will make? 9 into 1 by 12, how much it will be? 9 into 1 whole divided by 12. It will be 0.75. So can I say, here he is telling 6,300 in 2 years. Can I say here it is 7,875 in 3.75 years? Yes, sir, you can say. Find the rate of interest per annum. Okay. Now, in this question, my dear friends, I will not solve the question. I'll directly give you the trick to solve this question so that it will be easy for you in the examination. Because these questions, no, they are very lengthy to solve. They are very, very lengthy to solve. I hate this type of questions. What's the question number? Question number 4. 2 periods are given 2 years and 3.75 years. I'll simply give you the trick to solve the sum so that you can directly apply the trick and get the answer. Now, what he's telling, in 2 years, he'll get 6,300. And in 1 year, he's going to get 7,875. He's asking you to compute rate of interest. How will you compute rate of interest, my dear friends? Rate of interest will be interest for any year divided by principal. Now, what I will do, I'll take the difference between 6,300 and 7,875 and I'll divide with the difference between time period. So interest will be accumulated amount N minus accumulated amount K divided by N minus K years. I'll take a difference between accumulated amount divided by difference between time period. This is a trick what you can apply. What is the difference? 7,875 minus 6,300. 1,575. Here 1.75. So process I'm not telling because you might have already learned the process. So since the examination, the main target is to complete 100 questions in 60 minutes. This type of tricks we need to apply. Every time we can't say that in exam and solve with concept. Okay, to solve this question, it will take 5 minutes if you do it without trick. Okay, so 1,575 whole divided by 1.75 divided by 1.75. So interest is 900. Now I'll bring it to first year and I'll bring the principal. How will I bring? When you're moving forward, you will add interest. When you're coming backward, you will deduct interest. Let's deduct interest. Minus 900. Minus 900. So 6,300 minus 900. 5,400. This is for first year. Minus 900. 4,500. This is for principal. Okay. So interest we got 900. Principal we got 4,500. So rate of interest will be interest for first year, interest for any year divided by principal into 100. So 900 divided by 4,500 into 100, which is simply equals to 20%. percentage. So I hope the point is clear, everybody. So what is the answer, sir? Answer is simply equals to 20%. Okay. So I hope this type of concepts, they are clear. It's a simple method, my dear friends, what I have applied. I want you to solve an ICA material question. This is from your ICA material. I thought I kept 2-3 questions, but unfortunately, I've kept only one question. It's my mistake. I'll take out the question from your ICA material. Don't worry, give me 1 minute time. My phone I'm downloading. I hope your preparation is going on well, my dear friends, because mathematics, no, it's a very good subject, but I don't know why students hate it so much. Might be because of their schooling days or because of the teachers scolding them too much. I don't know, but it's very simple subject. Follow it with the tricks what I'm teaching. Now, if you're having ICA material, it's fine. If you're not having ICA material, I'll write the question. This question, what I'm taking is from exercise 4A or 5A. The chapter name might differ. In exercise 4A, this is question number 9. The question says somewhat like this. A sum of money amounts to 6,200 in 3 years. A sum of money amounts to 6,200 in 3 years. And it amounts to 7,400 in... Sorry, a sum of money amounts to 6,200 in 2 years. And it amounts to 7,400 in 3 years. He's asking what is the principal. And he's asking what is the rate. Okay. This is exercise 4A question number 9. Again, apply the same trick what I taught you earlier. What's the trick? Difference between amount by difference between years. What's the difference between amount 6,200 and 7,400? 1,200, sir. What's the difference between years? 1 year, sir. So interest will be difference between amount divided by difference between years. So it will simply be 1,200. Okay. Next, interest you got. Now, what is the principal? I need to get it for 1 year. I need to get it for P. So 6,200 minus 1,200 one time, minus 1,200 second time. 6,200 minus 1,200, 5,000. Minus 1,200, 3,800. So what is the principal, my dear friends? Principal is simply 3,800. So principal is equals to 3,800. So I got interest, I got principal. How will you compute the rate? Interest divided by principal into 100. Interest is 1,200, principal is 3,800 into 100. 31.57% or 31.5758 approximately you can take, because in your ICA material he has given approximate percentage, but I'm taking exact percentage. In exam, what we need to do, sir? In exam, don't worry, they will give you correct answers only. They will give. Approximation, all those things will not happen. So I hope it's fine, my dear friends. What is the trick? If when several years and with respect to that accumulated amount is given, what is the trick to calculate interest and principal? First, we'll calculate interest. How will you calculate? Difference between amount divided by difference between years. Fine. Kulla, simple, easy. Yes, sir. Now, how will you calculate interest at that time? Obviously, sir, what we'll do? Interest by principal into 100. Fine. Chilmar? Yes, sir. Chilmar. So let's go for the next sum. Question number 5. The rate of simple interest. The rate of simple interest on a sum of money is 6% for 3 years. It is 6% for 3 years. 8% for next 5 years. And 10% for the period beyond 8 years. With the simple interest accrued by the sum for a period of 10 years. Now, my dear friends, try to understand this whole deposit, what you have done, you made for 10 years. Okay. For 3 years, it is 6%. For 5 years, it is 8%. So can you tell me what is the balance time period here? Obviously, sir, 2 years. When you do so many things, you are getting simple interest. How much simple interest you are getting? 1560. Okay. Now for 6 years, for 3 years, it is 6%, 5 years, 8%, for 2 years, it is 10%. So can you see, my dear friends, what is happening here? Interest is continuously changing. Yes, sir, interest is continuously changing. Let it change, sir. Who cares? Nothing is going to happen if it changes. I'll directly apply simple interest formula. Nothing is going to happen. We will apply simple interest formula. Okay. What is simple interest formula? PTR by 100 is equals to 1560. Students know what they will do. They will do P into 6 into 3 plus P into 5 into 8 plus P into 10 into 2 they will do. I will not do like that. I'll combine this. This is a simple thing, simple trick, simple method, easy examination. P into, what's the time period for first year? For the rate of interest for first 3 years, 6 into 3. Next, 8 into 5. Next, 10 into 2. Whole divided by P, TR, P, TR, P, TR by 100. Simple, sir. By 100, what nonsense came, dude? By 100 is equals to 1560. So P into 6 into 3, 18, 8 into 5, 40, 10 into 2, 20. Let's do cross multiplication. 156000. So what is 18 plus 40 plus 20? 78. P into 78 is equals to 1,56,000. So what is P, my dear friends? 1,56,000 divided by 78. So it is simply equals to 2,000 rupees. Simple sum? Yes, sir, simple. Nothing much difficult. We got 2,000. All these things you can do in calculator. If I was in class, now I would have made you to do it in the calculator itself. How much we got? 2,000, but there is no 2,000. Let me check if the simple interest on certain sum of money, the sum is interest 6% for 3 years, 8% for the next 5, 18, 40, 20. The sum is let us once again do the calculation, or else there might be some option mistake here. There is no issue. It happens sometimes because humans know 18, 8 into 5, 40 plus 10 into 2, 20. 78, sir. So 1,56,000 divided by 78. 2,000 only. Might be there is some option mistake, or while doing copy paste, I might have done some mistake. It's okay, sir. So 2,000 for the period beyond it. No. Let's go for the next one. Let's go for question number 6. A sum of money doubles itself in 10 years. A sum of money doubles in 10 years. The number of years it will triple. Arey yaar, simple interest yaar, this is. It doubles in 10 years. It will triple in 20 years. A sum of money doubles itself in 8 years. In how many years it will triple? It doubles in 8 years. Will triple in 16 years. But no, people don't listen to me. They'll ask explanation. Okay, dude, I'll explain you. There is no issue. 6th one, I'll explain you. 7th one, 6th and 7th, it is simple trick. Doubles in 10 years, triples in 20 years. Okay. Or else I can give you a formula also. X minus 1 into t years. X refers to times. It's a simple trick what you can follow. If he's saying 4 times, 4 minus 1 into 10, 30 years. If it is saying 10 times, 10 minus 1, 9 into 10, 90 years. But some of you might like explanation for this. Okay, I'll explain. There is no issue. A sum of money doubles in 10 years. The number of years it will triple itself. Okay. What the question number 6. Is telling sum doubles in 10 years. Principal is X. Accumulated amount is 2X. It doubles itself in 10 years. My dear friends, when principal is X, how many years it will take to triple itself? Time period is missing. So my dear friends, I said you already, if you want to compute simple interest, you want P, you want T, you want R. Here P is given, time period is given, R is missing. Okay. So first what I'll do, I'll calculate R. Accumulated amount is 2x, principal is X. Then simple interest will be accumulated amount minus principal, that is X. How will you get simple interest? PTR by 100 is equal to X. X into 10 into R by 100 is equal to X. X cancel, 0, 0 cancel. R by 10 is equals to 1. R is equal to 10%. I'll apply same R is equal to 10% here. I hope that's fine. Yes, sir. R is equals to 10%. Accumulated amount 3x, principal is X, simple interest is equal to 2x. So simple interest PTR by 100 is equal to 2x. P is X, time period we don't know. R is 10 divided by 100 is equals to 2x. X cancel, 0, 0 cancel. T by 10 is equals to 2. T is equals to 20 years. You got the same answer, 20 years. That's what I was shouting, useless fellow. If it doubles in 10 years, it will triple in 20 years. Simple. No knowledge, no, you need not require any knowledge for this. This is simple interest. It will be very simple. Okay. So I hope 6th and 7th is clear. If you want 7th one, you can try with the same logic what I have solved. I will simply use the trick x minus 1 into t years. You will get the answer. Next. Question number 8. Find the number of years in which sum doubles itself if rate of interest is 8%. The number of years is the Ikigai book. If you want, you can read it. It's not visible, sir. Yeah, it's a Ikigai. I hope it's coming reverse. If you are trying to read some good book, that's a good book what you can read. Okay. Now, find the number of years in which sum of money doubles itself at a rate of 8% per annum. The number of years in which sum of money doubles itself at a rate of 8% per annum. Principal is X, accumulated amount is 2X, then then simple interest is X. Rate of interest is 8%. He is telling find the number of years, time period is missing. I'll give you a trick as well for this question. I'll solve this because this type of questions, no, again, they are the favorite questions of ICAI again. Many times they have been asked. So I'll give you a trick as well. I'll solve it as well. Question number 8, my dear friends. Principal is X, accumulated amount is 2X. So simple interest is accumulated amount minus principal. So simple interest is telling PTR by 100. X is equals to principal, time period, R by 100. X cancel. 1 is equals to 80 by 100. Cross multiplication. 100 is equals to 80. T is equals to 100 by 8. So what is 100 by 8? 100 divided by 8. 12.5 years. Simple answer, my dear friends. Yes, sir, simple answer. Answer is 12.5 years. 12, 1 by 2 years. Sir, what is the trick, sir? Trick is simple, my dear friends. Trick, you can apply this. Trick will be X minus 1 into 100 divided by R is equals to time period. X is the number of times. It's saying it doubles itself, so X will be 2. 2 minus 1, 2. 2 into 100, so 2 minus 1, 1. 1 into 100, 100. Divided by 8, 12.5. Okay, like see in this. Sum, in what time will the sum double itself? Now don't get confused 8th and 7th and 6th. 7th and 6th is different, 8th is different. I'll come and beat you if you mix these two. In what time will a sum doubles itself at 6.25%? I'll apply. X is doubling. So 2 minus 1 into 100 divided by 6.25. 2 minus 1 is 1. 1 into 100 is 100 divided by 6.25. 16 years. Next, question number 10. If a sum triples in 15 years, then the rate of interest. Again, my dear friends, what is the trick? Trick is x minus 1 into 100 divided by r is equal to t, right? Let me go ahead and let me apply the same trick again. 15 is equal to sum triples 3 minus 1 into 100 divided by r. Cross multiplication. R is equals to 200 by 15. My dear friends, all these are previous year questions. Okay, so be careful. R divided by 15 is 13.33. 13.33. Okay. Next. First, let me solve this 12th one. 12th one and 10th one is same. It's telling number of years and money becomes 4 times at 12%. So time period is equal to x minus 1 into 100 by r. 4 times, so 4 minus 1 into 100 divided by 12. 4 minus 1, 3. 3 into 100, 300. 4 divided by 12, 25 years. Next, question number 11. In how much time will the simple interest on a sum be 0.25 times of principal? Okay. Be careful, he's telling simple interest will become 0.25 times, not accumulated amount. If simple interest becomes 0.125 times, my dear friends, accumulated amount will become 1.125 times. Sir, what nonsense is this? Simple, my dear friends. Let us take principal as 1 rupee. He is telling interest is 0.125. So interest will be 0.125 times of principal. 0.125 into 1, 0.125. Accumulated amount will be 1.125. Now you apply the shortcut what I am telling. At 10%. X minus 1 into 100 by 10. 0, 0 cancel. 1.125 minus 1 into 10. 1.25 years. What is 1.25? 1 by 4. Okay, so I hope it's fine. Yes, sir, I hope it's fine. Now, question number 13. A person borrows 5,000 rupees for 2 years at 4% per annum simple interest. He immediately lends to another person at 6.25%. So if you see, my dear friends, he borrowed at 4%. He has lent it at 6.25%. So what is the gain he'll get? He borrowed at 4%. He gave at 6.25%. He took at 4. He gave you at 6.25. Or else I took 4 rupees from you and I gave you 6.25 rupees. So what is the gain? 2.25%. So R is equals to 2.25% is the gain. So let's compute simple interest. Principal 5,000. Rate of interest 2.25. Time period is 2. Whole divided by 100. So let me calculate 5,000 into 2.25 into 2 whole divided by 100. 225. Simple, sir. Simple. 225. Now, 14th question. It's a simple trick what I have applied. Some people will do it very lengthy. I applied it a simple way. A certain sum of money was invested at a simple interest for 3 years. If it was invested at 7% higher rate, it would have fetched 882 more. The sum invested is. I'll do one thing. I'll first solve it to trick, then I'll explain it. Okay. How much interest is getting? 882. For how many years? 3 years. How will you compute interest rate? Rate is equal to interest by principal. Interest for any year divided by principal. Now I'll do cross multiplication. P is equals to interest by R. My dear friends, he is getting 882 in 3 years. So 1 year he'll get 294. He is getting 882 in 3 years. So he'll get in 1 year 294. Divided by what is the rate? 7%. 294 divided by 7%. 4,200. This is the trick. Okay. Sir, what if you want to solve this? You want to solve? Okay. Okay, let me solve. A certain sum of money was invested at a rate of interest for 3 years. So it was invested at 7% higher rate. A certain sum principal is invested at R% and R plus 7% for 3 years. Okay. By doing this, what's happening? He is getting 882 rupees more. Okay, let me solve. Your wish is my command, sir. You ask me to solve? How can I not solve? Now, principal, time period, rate. He is telling by doing this difference, you are getting 882. Okay. So, principal is given, rate is given, time period is given. PTR by 100, P into R plus 7 into 3 by 100 minus 3PR by 100 is equals to 882. PTR. PTR. P into 3, 3P into R plus 7 minus 3PR by 100 is equals to 882. LCM I have taken. Cross multiplication. 3P into R, 3PR plus 7 into 3, 21P minus 3PR is equals to 88200. Cancel, cancel. 21P is equals to 88200. So P is equals to 88200 divided by 21. You got same answer? Yes, sir, you got same answer. That's what. No, I said you will get the same answer. Don't worry. 4,200. Check करने का नहीं रे टिक के ऊपर. It's well tested. Next question number 15. The simple interest on 1,400 for 8 years. If the simple interest on 1,400 for 3 years is less than simple interest on 1,800 for the same period by 80 rupees, then the rate of interest is. Okay, it's the same question, my dear friends. You can solve this using trick also. Trick is simple. Interest is 80. Now, what is the principal difference between the principal? Difference between the principal 1,400 and 1,800. Difference between the simple interest will be 400. 80 divided by 400, 0.2. That is 20%. But be careful, you want only for 1 year, 3 years are given. Or else I do like this, why to confuse you? 80 is the interest for 3 years. Then for 1 year, 80 divided by 3, 26.6666. Interest for 1 year divided by principal into 100 will give you rate. Now, ulta. Principal is equals to interest by rate. Sorry. Why ulta, sir? Interest by principal will give you rate. Interest is 26.666. What is principal? Difference between 1,400 and 1,800. 400. Sir, why did you take difference? Because he's telling you to take the difference into 100. 26.666 divided by 400 into 100. 6.67. Sir, please tell the method also. For this, I'll tell you the method because some people don't understand the trick what I've applied. So let me tell you the method. There is no issue. Now, 1,800 rupees and 1,400. These two principles are there. You have invested for time period 3 years. Rate is missing. When you computed the difference came 80 rupees. Okay. So this is the given information for us. Cut. Fifteenth question. This is the given info. Now, let me calculate PTR. PTR by 100 minus PTR by 100 is equals to 80. PTR by 100 minus PTR by 100 is equals to 80. 0 zeros, 0 zeros cancel. What is 18 into 3? 54R. What is 14 into 3? 42R is equals to 80. So 54 minus 42, 12R is equals to 80. So R is equals to 80 by 12. 80 divided by 12, 6.67%. Okay. So I hope all these 15 questions are clear, my dear friends. I hope they are very simple and you were in a position to revise all the simple interest concept what your lecturers have taught in your class. Okay. Now, one last question is pending. Question number 16. We'll do this and we'll close simple interest discussion. So in the next session, I can teach you compound interest. Now, my dear friend, this I'll not solve because it's very lengthy sum. I'll directly apply the trick here. What is the trick is, he's telling 44,000 is divided into 3 parts. He's telling divide into 3 parts. If you want to get the ratio of 3 parts, the ratio of 3 parts will be 1 by T1 R1 is to 1 by T2 R2 is to 1 by T3 R3. Simple. Okay. He's telling 44,000 is divided into 3 parts as the corresponding interest earned on 2 years, 3 years, and 6 years would be equal to 6%, 8%, and 6%. So 1 by 12 is to 1 by 24 is to 1 by 36. This is the ratio. The ratio of 44,000 divided in 3 parts, and the ratio of those 3 parts will be 1 by 12, 1 by 24, 1 by 36. What is the LCM of 12, 24, and 36, my dear friends? LCM of 12, 24, and 36 is 72. So what we'll do, whole ratio and multiply with 72. I hope you know this. When a ratio is multiplied or divided by a number, ratio will not change. 72 by 12, 72 by 24, 72 by 36. What is 72 by 12? 6 is to 72 by 24, 3 is to 72 by 36, 2. 6 is to 3 is to 2. Now, 44,000, what I'll do, I will divide it in the ratio 6 is to 3 is to 2. I hope you know how to divide in a ratio. How will you do? Take 44,000 in the calculator. If you don't know, it is in here. Take 44,000 in the calculator. Divide by 6 plus 3 plus 2. 6, 7, 8, 9, 11. 44,000 divided by 11 in your calculator you do. Press into symbol 2 times. Okay, don't use your brain when using calculator. Press into symbol 2 times directly in your calculator. 6 equals to 3 equals to 2 equals to. Ratio automatically calculator will divide. 44,000 divided by 11 into symbol 2 times. 6 equals to 24,000. Next 3 equals to directly. No need to repeat the whole process once again. Directly you will get 2 equals to. Sorry, 8. So among all the 3, what is the smallest part, my dear friends? 8,000 is the smallest part. So what is the answer, sir? Simply answer is 8,000. Okay. So I hope all these points are clear, my dear friends, regarding this simple interest. Now, it's very simple. There's nothing much difficulty in simple interest. Still, if you are having any doubt in this lecture, what I taught, you can simply text me. 636-196-3073. I'll give the number in my description also. Okay. So I hope it's fine, my dear friends. That's it for the day. Rest out points and rest out lectures in compound interest. We'll see in the next class.